What's up, Internet? Advantageous here, bringing you another Passerby Wi-Fi battle. This one I actually had while waiting for NiPPs battle. If you don't, I'll put NiPPs' YouTube channel down below. I was watching him on Twitch. He does a lot of viewer battles. This one he was allowing Ubers, so more like max 2 Ubers. So I decided just to bring Xerneas, but it's not your everyday typical Xerneas. It is a bold one. So I decided to bring something a little fun. I brought one Pokemon from each tier, each Smogon tier. So Xerneas is Ubers, Zygarde is OU, Mega Sceptile is UU, Typhlosion is RU, Weezing is NU, and Noctowl is PU. So I kind of had like a Noctowl Weezing defensive core to take things on. Very fast offensive core between Typhlosion and Sceptile, and then setups with Xerneas and Zygarde. So we'll get into the battle here. So I decided to lead with Sceptile right off the bat. My actually legitimate shiny Sceptile. I was like so stoked when I got this thing. And it was actually competitive, so I'm not just using it because it's shiny. It had 4 perfect IVs, and it's a timid, unburdened monster. So I see a Regirock here, I go for the Focus Blast turn 1, and it misses. You know, that's pretty typical. So now I know he has a Doublade in the back, so I'm gonna switch into Typhlosion, predicting him to go into the Doublade to soak up the Focus Blast. I do have Robocop, I do have Earthquake on my Mega Sceptile, but I just didn't want to use it, as I do get the prediction right, and now I know he also has a Houndoom. So I'm like, you're going to switch into that, because you got a lot of immunities on this team. So I go again for the Focus Blast, and this one connects, and look at this. Get blown back. Get predicted. It's the main reason I uploaded that. That moment was just awesome. He's probably thinking, what just happened? So he brings in this annoying thing. I actually Choice Scarfed into Focus Blast. So I decided to switch into Xerneas because I am actually not a normal Xerneas. I am max defense bold nature with Calm Mind instead of Geomancy. That sounds a little weird, but yeah. The only difference between using that is I get to keep leftovers, which is pretty nice. So the Elements does go for D-Dance, which is a little scary. And then it shows it has Iron Tail, and that was great. Of course you have Iron Tail, as I am going to Moonblast this thing, and I find out that it's dashed. I'm like, oh, great. So now I got a 75% chance to live this next turn, and I'm really hoping it misses, and he doesn't. Iron Tail has 75% accuracy, but nothing ever misses. But you know what? I can't hit a Focus Blast to save my life. So now I bring in my Weezing, who can take pretty much anything this Salmon wants to throw at me. I know it's +1, but it's a monster. Look at that. That is a +1 Dragon Claw from a Salmon. I took that no problem. So I'm going to just clear Smog it, get rid of it, and I'm sitting at half health. So Weezing is a big win condition for me in a lot of battles, so it's very important for me to hold on to it. So he's going to switch into Blastoise. I can't take hits very well, so I'm going to switch into my other shiny Noctowl, or my other shiny Noctowl. Takes a lot from the rocks, but look at how little. That is a Scald from a Mega Blastoise. And then he probably thought he got the Scald burn on me, and then he's like, wait, Flame Orb? Like, why do you have Flame Orb? And I am immediately going to go for the Roost. I almost said, you know what's coming though, right? Look, this is a Doublade. Do you remember that Aegislash? You remember? You remember, viewers? So I'm going to Psycho Shift onto this Doublade. As, yeah, that's why you don't underestimate Noctowl. Because you don't know what I'm gonna do, as he goes for the Sword Stick. So, yeah. It's just why you don't try to predict. Like, this is why you just don't set up on a Noctowl. It's like, you think that I can't, that you can just set up on me and take me out, and then boom, Nightshade. Take that. And I do also have Tinted Lens, which is pretty nice. So he hits me with the Sacred Sword. That does a fair bit. I don't have a whole lot of defense investment, so I rely solely on the Will-O-Wisp to get the burn damage. So I see no point in roosting because I'm going to lose my flying type, and he's just going to take me out anyways. Like, so if I would have roosted, I would have lost damage output. So I'm willing to trade Noctowl for this so I kind of made a stupid misplay here. I should have just gone into a setup mon. I should have gone into Zygarde. Thinking back on it, because I just took free damage for no reason with my Weezing. Like, I know it's defensive as heck, but he just got a free Shadow Sneak on me. And if I had a reliable recovery move, that would have been the thing to go. Like, if I had Recover or something. So that was kind of a bad play on my part. I was just thinking, oh, Flamethrower, let's just take him out. So this Blastoise comes in again. I can't take anything from it. So I switch into Sceptile, predicting another Scald. As he's going to roar me out. Okay. That's pretty good. So this is probably a very defensive Blastoise. So Typhlosion comes in, and this is where it's unfortunate. So I go for Hidden Power. I couldn't remember which Hidden Power I had on this. I think it's Ground, but I didn't see a point in switching out. Probably would have been better just to go for the Fire Blast, I think. Because it's Stab, even resisted. But I wanted to have a little fun with it. It was fun to figure it out. He was probably just thinking like, yeah, that's not right. So Typhlosion went down there, so I bring in Mega Sceptile, and this thing is just not going to like taking the Giga Drain, which actually doesn't take it out. I'm thinking, what? How? As he goes for a Toxic. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Sceptile's not really... It's more offensive, so... Not really going to take hits. So, but if I had anything on this team to be toxic, it'd be Sceptile. So I really don't mind. And I'm just going to finish the thing off with a nice big Dragon Pulse. That was just in case it switched into something else. Whatever else. As, yeah, Dragon Pulse from a Mega Sceptile hurts. Holy moly. So he's going to bring in Conkeldurr, as I'm predicting an Ice Punch, so I'm just going to go for a big Leaf Storm, and it does over half, so I'm definitely thinking that it is Assault Vested. There's no way I could have taken that so well. He's going to hit me with Stone Edge, that's going to do a lot, and I will die to Poison. That's okay. Wasn't a whole lot more I could have done to him. Like, I would have just probably gone for another Leaf Storm. So I bring in Weezing, takes Rocks damage. I'm expecting 2 at speed, and then he goes for the Mach Punch. And I don't go for the Will-O-Wisp here because I'm predicting him to be Guts, as most of them are, and I don't want to give him that attack boost. So I Pain Split him, I get my health up a little bit, and then I do end up outspeeding him. I go for the Clear Smog, and unfortunately it doesn't take him out. And he gets a knockoff. And it's like, darn it. Well, that's okay, so go for the Clear Smog again, and that's going to be enough to take out this Conkeldurr. So Weezing, proving that it is never ever to be messed with. Robocop's going to come in here, and there's nothing he can do about this Stain Split. Registeel is super slow, and if any physical attacks, unless he's a Curse, I think that would be the only kind of worry for me, just because I can't Clear Smog Steel type, obviously. So then I find out, interestingly, that me and this Registeel speed tie, because he outspeeds me this turn, and he goes for a T-Wave, which is fine. So I'm definitely not going to outspeed him anymore, as we're going to trade statuses. I'm going to burn him, and that's pretty much going to make him useless. Unless he is the Curse set, maybe Curse Rest. That was what I was kind of worrying about at this point. So I realized I could sit in here and take him on, but I'd rather I just finished this battle off. I only have Zygarde and Weezing left. He's got this, and I do believe one more Pokemon in the back. Or no, this was his last one. And then I find out it is the curse set. So I made a very good switch into Zygarde. And this is a fairly defensive Zygarde. With Glare, Substitute, Land's Wrath, and Dragon Tail. So, it's meant to go in there, take on weak Pokemon, sub up, hopefully have like a really strong Pokemon come in. I could have just gone for a sub here because I don't think his Iron Head would do enough, and I can see that it doesn't do enough, so he wouldn't be able to break my sub. But I know this is his last Pokemon. There's no sense in just stalling up the battle. So, like, I could have stalled this out with Weezing, but I wanted to finish it off faster. He couldn't T-Wave me, and he's just gonna go down to this Earthquake. So if he had the rest, he would have shown it there. So, lucky me, he doesn't have the rest, and I'm going to beat it. So, that was just a fun little battle that I had, a little mixed here going on. That I just really wanted to show it off because of that Focus Blast. That felt so good. Like, please don't miss. Like, I know you're going into Houndoom. Please don't miss. Please don't miss. Please don't miss. Like, yeah, you're done. You are done. Like, get out. So, I'm guessing that was a Mega Houndoom. Even though he had 3 Mega potentials, he obviously, you know, had the Focus Sash on Salamence, and the Lefties on Blastoise. So, absolutely Mega Houndoom. Didn't even get to see it. It's pretty cool. I like Mega Houndoom. I actually have one ready to use, but it's so hard because I just would love to have HP Grass on them, but the fact that it at least has a dual typing is helpful. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!